Morning. Yes, it is dark. Yes, I have a headlamp on. Although I might not need it. Starting to get light. It's time. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I like to get out here early. I know I need a stabilizer for my... But so far so good. Just started. But it's not feeling too bad. Pretty happy so far. I've been going for about 35, 40 minutes. Slowly taking easy routes. I did do a couple of small hills, feeling a bit rusty, I would say, but still, altogether, no pain. Slight soreness in the arch, I guess, but for the most part, pretty happy with how things are going. All right, I did it. I'm back home and feeling pretty good. Went an hour. That was my goal. About 7.5 kilometers, I think. So a little bit slower than usual. Usually I can do about 8 kilometers, maybe a little over in an hour. So definitely, taking the pace a little slower than usual, but that's the whole point. It was all about time. Not distance, and my glasses are fogging up badly, so I hope that I can control my camera here. Okay, I can see now. But anyway, the point about time versus distance. I'm not pacing myself. I'm not, keeping track of how many kilometers per hour, that kind of thing. My goal was to go for an hour, because in the marathon, when you're going at the pace I'm going, which is quite slow, it's more about, can you make that amount of time on your feet? If you're going to be running for, or shall I say jogging, running slowly for 5 to 6 hours, that's a lot of time on your feet. So I'm going to say it's not about pace for me. It's about time on my feet. Can I hold that kind of pace for that long? I ask myself when I'm jogging along, can I keep this pace up forever? Do I feel like I can keep going forever? This morning, I did feel like I could keep going. Cardio-wise, I didn't feel too bad. I don't think I've lost too much conditioning. It's been 3 weeks, really, since I've done any sort of running of any kind, and even walking. So to get out there and be able to do an hour, feel pretty good, not be out of breath, put in okay distance in the end. I'm just glad I got out here and did it. I'll talk a lot more about, pace, time versus distance, age in running, mindset, just how I got started, because, I wasn't a kid when I did my first marathon, I can tell you that. I did distance running when I was a younger person, but I didn't do it properly. And so I've learned a lot over the years, and I will share how I picked myself back up into the running game, how I got where I am today, and where I'm going in the future. Looking forward to the big marathon in May. There's still a lot of time to prepare, so I'll have some long runs coming up that I'm going to be doing. Some hills. We'll talk about hills. I love hills. Hills are awesome. And as far as my foot goes, it actually doesn't feel too bad. It's a little bit sore. I feel a little bit in the arch, kind of up at the top of the foot too, where that there's a specific spot that feels a little creaky. And going downhill is much more difficult than going uphill. That's how it was from the beginning of the injury. The push off is the painful point, and yeah, going down hills was just extremely, extremely painful. Going up hills usually wasn't a problem. So that's kind of the pattern. That's the story. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming with me on my first day out after the foot injury. There's hope, folks. There's hope. Only one way, up.